was quick, y'all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Y'all may have a seat. So, I don't know if I showed the both of you the evidence.
I don't think
So,
I've seen it.
okay. So if y'all want to hop in the emails, let me find us a channel. Do we have a DOJ channel?
Yes, we do.
Okay, let's go to courtroom one.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to contact him right now?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna need the office for a second so I can just holler at the DA real quick about some other cases.
Okay, no problem.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go and whisper real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you get me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the cases we have now with these anti-mask thing that we got going on that's gonna go on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pretty much let you know what all went down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start submitting the evidence. So
Okay.
we were responding to someone being mugged, um, approximately almost across the street from I think it was a clothing store or something like that. And upon pulling up, we made a right turn where the clothing store would be, and that next left is where the mugging happened. But as soon as we made that right turn, it was a car facing the wrong side of the road, with four people outside of the car. It was two people on the driver's side and two people on the passenger side. We were in high pursuit. So we were going at probably about, I say about 95, maybe to 110 miles an hour. And
Okay.
so we,
Give me 1 second.
mm-hmm.
Hey Jay. Jay. Let me see. Let's see what he needs. Hey, you heard back from your client? Okay, that's fine. He knows court is
Okay, let me
10 days
answer
from
this phone
tomorrow,
call.
but
Cap Jones with the
he'll just
LSPD. How
let
may I
us
help you?
know whenever he gets back in the
Did
city.
y'all got PD at the station already?
Right now, I'm not
All right.
sure.
Thank you. And I'll
You
see
need
No,
you.
because me and my client, we still down here in this room and stuff, and we trying to figure out did his bond get approved.
All right.
Oh, remember I told you I released your client on a PR bond so y'all can get y'all court stuff together. So
Nice,
y'all free to go.
nice,
Y'all free to go.
nice.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. I had a phone call just come through too. All right. So we hit when we made the turn, we hit the car that was facing the wrong side of the road at a head-on collision. The
Mm-hmm.
impact from that car, I guess, it ended up hitting like all four of the suspects. So
Mm-hmm.
one young lady by the name of Candy Cheeks, she actually was downed. She needed EMS assistance. The other three suspects on scene, they probably sustained some injuries, but nothing too major. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we noticed that everybody was in all black and everybody had on masks, and there was probably no more than 30 feet away from where
Yo,
someone
Cap.
called said they're being mugged. I'm in an important meeting right now. Um, so that's when I was like, well, what's going on here, y'all? We got reports of somebody being mugged. Y'all, one, they had the car facing the wrong side, on the wrong side of the road, facing the opposite way. So I was like,
Exactly.
I was trying to find out who was the driver, and no one wanted to tell me who the driver was. So they all started to instruct me that all of them wanted to start a case or try to sue the city or whatever the case may have you. So I went around and said, okay, well, I need to detain everybody because I need everybody's identification. So I detained everyone. I got a statement from everyone. And in the midst of getting that statement, I let everyone know that they were all going to be charged with the anti-mask law. And all of them just went completely berserk.
Mhm.
I don't know. Nobody told me that was a law and this and that, and we finna sue the city. So that's when I got a phone call from you, and that's when I asked you, is it, it's in our system that we have an anti-mask law. Can we prosecute and go ahead and go further? So we went further. We read everybody their rights, got everybody in the cars, got them down to the station. Before we enter the station, everybody got to get pat down. So Mr. Ghostmine, he had a Glock 17 switch with 303,000 legal currency on them. Miss Candy Cheeks, she had a legal firearm and a Glock switch on her as well. And then what was the other one? Miss Ivory, she pleaded guilty, so she's not a part of this case. And was one other gentleman. And was another gentleman. I can't remember his name.
Was it Vito? Or was he a different case?
I think he was a different case. Who was that third suspect that was down there? On the anti-mask tip. Old boy who had the opium on him. What was his name? I got it in the MDT. I can check the MDT real quick.
David Mack.
Yep, that's what it was. His name was David Mack.
Okay.
And David Mack had a.
That's David Mack.
David Mack had
Yeah,
opium
what's
on
charges for X-Pill?
with dirty money.
What class drug is that?
Okay.
It'd be under the Oxycontin.
Copy.
So yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Okay, you have your body cam footage.
Well, I'm gonna get it together once
Okay.
cause I literally just finished processing all of them, so I haven't even had time to go back to the station and pull it and drop it into the files.
Yeah, so just get all of that to me before the court case.
Yep,
I'm
I
also
have
gonna
it.
see.
I'm gonna drop all of it. I'm gonna drop it in the discovery, so the lawyers will have it as well.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
I'm gonna see if the prosecutor can be in tonight.
If the prosecutor not available, I'll prosecute the case unless you want to go ahead and prosecute it.
Well, I'm gonna be the judge, so
Okay, so if they not able to make it in, I'll stand in as the active prosecutor since I was the lead and arresting officer on the case.
okay, perfect. That'll work.
All right, I'm gonna go get down to the station and get this process. Another
Right, thank you
shooting.
so much.
Man, it's a busy night tonight.
Yeah, yeah. But look, I don't want to keep you any longer, so
Alrighty,
go ahead and you be safe out there in them streets.
will do. We got anybody responding to that shooting? I get out of here. I can go first though. All right, Max. Everybody have a seat.
Oh my god.
Wait, do we got to do that? No,
You could just you can use your third eye, and it will help you sit.
Hey yo.
Oh, whoa.
Hey yo.
Hey, you know what? We listen, but we don't judge. I got it.
I can't hear shit.
Oh shit! Are you right?
Let me go and shout so everybody can hear me. All right, now that we got new people in here who didn't hear the following rules. When the judge entered the chamber, the bailiff will say, all rise. Everybody needs to rise and stand up until the judge tell everybody to sit back down. If you need to use the restroom, go out those back doors. If you need to eat or have a drink, go out those back doors. The moment you leave them two doors to the outside of this premises, you will be searched in order to come back in here. Once court is in session, once you leave out those glass doors, you will not be allowed back in until court is out of session. Everybody clear on those rules? If we have any
Mm-hmm.
any loud outbursts, you get one warning. The second warning won't be a warning. You will be held in contempt of court. Won't be no questions asked. You will go from here straight to prison. Everybody good to go?
Sir, yes, sir.
All righty. Go holler at the judge real quick. All right.
Is the prosecutor in there?
I don't see him out there.
He may still be in my office. Can you just go check on him? Also, what's Doc's real name? I don't know his real name.
Ghostman.
Oh, so that's his real name?
Yes.
Ghostman, and his last name is L.
I think so. I don't know how they approve that as a legal name, but he's a lawyer
Yeah.
who been walking around with that name. So yeah,
Okay.
Ghostman L, or however you say it.
Okay. Did you find a prosecutor? Because I'm ready. I'm just waiting on him.
I'm finna go get him now. Oh, he must be lost in the sauce in his head or something.
Yeah. Thank you. I wasn't even paying attention to my chat. Thank y'all.
Mr. Prosecutor?
I found
Yeah, we
it.
ready? She ready?
Yeah, we waiting downstairs.
Alright, I'm ready.
Third eye to seat, brother. Third eye, my brother. All rise for the Honorable Judge Love.
Love Lamar. Thank y'all. You may be seated.
Y'all may be seated. Boy, you just made the cut, my boy. These doors is gonna be sealed. Stay right there. Hands up so you can get searched. Oh, well, these firearms gonna get confiscated. You get them back at the court. This knife too. Hey, I ain't asked you to go nowhere yet.
My fault.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold on to this TV for you. We need to use it for court. I ain't even gonna charge you with these weapons you walked in here with. Go have a seat. Thank you.
Everyone hear me okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so once again, good evening, and today we are here to hear the case of the Land of Opportunity versus Mr. And if I mispronounce this, I'm sorry. Mr. Ghostman L. As we proceed, I want to remind everyone of the significance of maintaining decorum and respect within my courtroom. The prosecution will present their case first, followed by the defense. Each side will have the opportunity to call witnesses, present evidence, and make arguments. Remember, the burden of proof lies with the prosecution. Ghostman is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. My verdict will be based solely on the evidence presented in this courtroom and the law. With that being said, we will now hear opening statements from the prosecutor. You may begin.
Alright, we have a charge against Ghostman the criminal possession of a firearm class 2 and an anti-mass law. I would like to call the arresting officer to the stand, please.
Oh, wait a minute. We gotta give an open statement. Injection, Your Honor. Defense got to give an open statement as well.
Opening statement, Mr. Prosecutor, not you. Just give
I
your
got it.
statement
I got it.
of what you trying to prove, brother.
We are here today to prove these two charges, and
would you like to recommend him get the
you want to do my
recommended amount?
recommendations now?
Yes,
All right,
Yes.
my recommendations is a $45,000 fine and 1 year jail time.
Okay, thank you, prosecutor. Defense attorney, you may go with your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm here because I feel my client here, Mr. Ghostman, has been wronged. All right. He truly is innocent in this situation, and I'm ready to prove that today.
Would that be all?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Okay, prosecution, if you have any witnesses or evidence, you may present that now.
I would like to call to the stand the arresting officer.
Okay, arresting officer, you may come to the stand.
Yes, ma'am.
Will the other officer please swear him in?
Harris, you gotta swear me in, brother.
I'm going back. I was in my head. All right. What was that?
I swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Thank you, sir. Okay, prosecutor, you may proceed with your questions.
Could you go into detail of what happened the day that you arrested Mr. Ghostman, please?
I sure can. On the day in question, myself and two fellow officers were en route to someone called in of someone being mugged in the area. In the process of answering that call, we made a right turn right where the call was supposed to be. Someone called and activated the mugging, and as we made that right turn, we came into a head-on collision with a vehicle that was facing the opposite way of flow of traffic, and it was 2 people on the driver's side, 4 people on another 2 people on the passenger side, and we came in head collision with them. Some of them suffered some minor injuries, but Mr. Ghostman here, I observed him. He looked like he had a mask on. Well, to me, he had a mask on, and I informed them that in the city of Los Santos, it's illegal to wear a mask. We have an anti-law in the city of Los Santos. Him and other witnesses on the scene informed me that they feel like they was being wronged, and they wanted to start some type of civil case. So at that point, I detained everyone to get everyone's statement so we can adequately prosecute and take care of all the needs that they needed. I then received a call from the district attorney before I proceeded to make sure that the anti-law mask law is in effect, and it indeed is in effect. And I took everyone down to the station, and before SOP, standard operating procedure, that everyone that enters the station has to be searched, has to be pat down. No one can enter in the station with no illegal firearm or any illegals. Upon searching Mr. Ghostman, He did have illegal switch on him. He also had $333,000 in cash on him. He was wearing all black with a black mask and big back glasses. It seemed like he was trying to hide his face, and that seems to be the same paraphernalia or the same wardrobe that everyone that we came in encounter with that they had on. And I wasn't able to get a full statement once he got down to the station. He invoked his Fifth Amendment right.
I just wanted to reiterate for the court, the original stop was because you guys were involved into an accident, and that's when you observed the defendant having on the mask, which is against the anti-mask law.
Correct. We was responding to another call and got into an accident with them. Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any further questions?
Nope, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Defense attorney, do you have any questions for the witness?
Absolutely, Your Honor. So, Captain Jones, you say that you were responding to a mugging.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, in the body cam footage you have provided yourself, why am I not seeing any
Objection, Your
alerts?
Honor. Objection.
What is your objection?
No evidence has been provided.
Uh,
Body cam footage that he's talking about.
That's simply just a bull-faced lie, Your Honor.
No evidence has been presented to the court right now.
The evidence is in the discovery in the emails. Evidence has been provided.
Presented to the court.
I'm looking at the evidence right now.
Although the evidence may be where it needs to be, but he hasn't said that this is my. He has not introduced the evidence to the court. The evidence is just there.
He has presented the evidence to the court. I would say let the district attorney finish, but your objection is overruled. Continue.
So, as I was saying, Captain,
Yes.
why am I not seeing any alerts about a mugging or actually just anything? It says no alerts, period.
Okay, so how it works? Usually once we mark it, in order to keep alerts from stacking up, we mark the location, we head there, and we send the alert up so it doesn't stack. Because what happens is, if we leave that alert there while we en route, if any other alerts come, we won't really get to see them. So, but we were responding to that.
Okay. So, my follow-up question to that is, if you were responding to a call,
Yes,
why
sir.
were there no sirens?
There were sirens when we were en route. But we do a protocol anytime there's a mugging or any violence or drug sales or anything of that nature. We have our officers turn the sirens off, and that's because we try not to alert the criminals that we are arriving on scene.
It's very interesting. May I ask, why didn't you stop and help Miss Candy after you had hit the car into her? Exactly.
After I hit the car well,
Yes.
one, they were on the wrong side of the road facing the wrong way. Two, there are sidewalks on both sides of the street.
Please answer my question, Captain.
You asked me why didn't I help her, and I'm trying to explain to you why.
You're explaining that there were sidewalks on the street.
So when she got hit, I'm not a medical, I'm not EMS. I'm not certified to give her CPR. I'm not certified to put her on a brace. I'm not qualified to do all of that. So what I did do though, I informed her she can call EMS to come and help her. I stayed there I never left the scene. I was right there with her,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
she called EMS. EMS came and helped her.
Nope.
She got up. When she got up,
What was this?
I talked to her and I told
I'm
her what
sorry,
was going
officer.
on.
Give me 1 second. Who is this walking in my courtroom?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Everybody gotta get
And how
safety
did he
walk
make
in.
it this far?
Ooh.
Why? Okay, look, I'm not gonna play with
Cuff him,
y'all.
get him out.
Look, you do one more thing, I'm gonna hold you in contempt.
Yeah, walk
Okay, I'm sorry, officer. Can you continue?
Yes. So I noticed her on the ground. I instructed her to call EMS because I can't physically get her up, and I didn't have the adequate equipment if I wanted to help her out. But I did stay there and wait till EMS did come and help her.
Okay. And I noticed in some more of the body cam footage that you submitted, uh, you didn't put anyone in cuffs until after a statement was made saying that they were gonna file a complaint against the police department. And I
Correct.
just want to know, why was that the immediate course of action? Because it seemed like in the video, everything was all calm and collected for the most part. You guys could have talked it out or whatever, but as soon as that statement was made, all of a sudden everyone had to go in cuffs. How is
Okay.
that?
All right. Well, it's our policy that everyone be detained on scene anytime there's more than one person, and that we were outnumbered. It was 4-2. So they said they wanted to file a claim. In order to file a claim, I have to get everybody's name and information. Due to prior incidents, we noticed that once we start to try to ask for people's names, people run. They try to flee the scene. So to keep all of those things from happening, I detained everyone that was on scene, got everyone's name, got everyone's statement, how they felt on scene, and I instructed everyone that everyone will be charged with the anti-mass law, and they can use all my evidence and everything that happened there in whatever civil case that they may want to take up afterwards. But I, as a police officer of the city of Los Santos, must detain everyone on scene for my safety and my officer's safety.
Okay, did my client or anyone else at that scene display any
I'm sorry,
warning?
lawyer.
This is
Give me
a
1 second. Can you put him in a jail cell? Go ahead and give him
Arrest him. Put him
Tim
in.
Tim give him 10 months. Because
Thank
I'm
you.
not playing.
what are we talking about?
The guy with the puff right in front of you. The
The
one
gentleman
standing
in
right
the suit.
beside you.
The gentleman in the suit.
This is a prosecutor. He said he was coming over here.
The prosecutor.
This guy.
What's his name?
KG. Hello, Green.
That's
Okay, you didn't identify yourself when you walked in. You done walked in here multiple times up and down this aisle
and court
after
is in
we
session.
told you.
Oh, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
court is in session and another prosecutor is already up where you're supposed to be. So either find you a seat or I'm gonna hold you in contempt. Thank you, sir. Okay, continue.
Yet lost my train of thought. Oh, uh, Captain, do you remember my question?
You was asking if anybody showed any signs of something. You didn't finish.
Yes, of fleeing the scene, violence.
Oh yes, they
Uh,
was very irate. They was upset about being charged with the anti-mass law. They were
I
very
mean,
upset.
to be fair, officer, you did just run a car into them.
I hit a
I
car.
feel like that would be
I hit
a very.
I hit a car that was on the wrong side of the road, going the wrong way, and it was stopped where it shouldn't have been stopped.
Okay, Defense attorney, do you have any more questions because it's becoming argumentative?
No, no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Um, prosecutor, any more questions? Okay, thank you. Thank you, officer. Okay, defense attorney, do you have any witnesses or evidence you would like to provide?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I would like to call Miss Candy Cheeks to the stand.
Miss Candy Cheeks, do you swear the truth? Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You may be seated. Your witness.
Miss Cheeks, can you give me a rundown of what you experienced at that scene?
You too.
So
Miss Cheeks?
I was out enjoying myself with my colleagues, Mr. Gossman, Mr. Mack, Mrs. Ivory, and also Mr. I don't know I don't know his official name, but I know him as Jizzle. But we were out, and unfortunately, at the time being, I was going across the street to approach Mr. Gossman because we're going for a motorcycle ride. But in the meantime of that happening, a car was approaching the side, but there was no way of me knowing that it was on the street or not. All I remember is that when I was crossing the street going towards that car, but also going around the car to go to the motorcycle, I got hit in the process. And in me getting hit in the process, I unfortunately lost my life. Know what was going on. I was crossing the street, approaching a motorcycle as the car was there. I don't know who car it was or who it belonged to, but the car was there. He said, okay, he understood that because I got hit. But I had no medical help from him.
Objection, Your
It
Honor.
was
Relevance.
just straight.
Sustain. Miss Candy, please stay on topic.
I am on topic. It was just I'm just saying it was no actual medical help from what was told to me. I had no medical help. I just got pain right after I was released from EMS. Then I was told that I could be unarrested because I had nothing to do with that scene. I was uncuffed. I was told not to run off from the scene. I correctly told him I was not going to run off because I was on crutches. I could not move. So, in the process of me moving to the sidewalk, as I sat down and he was still questioning everyone, I got put back in handcuffs. And I was told that I was being detained because of the mask that I was wearing.
Objection. Relevance. Her statement has nothing to do with Osman. This is all her.
This is a witness testimony.
Cap, you got
Again, relevance. Miss Candy, please stay on topic. This is not your case. This is about Ghostmine.
Tempo. I get you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
He
Gospel
took
was
a
there the
long
whole
shot. We can't
time,
hear
and
him.
he was trying to assist me, but he got handcuffed in the process of trying to assist me. That's why I said I had no assistant help, because everyone got detained. So
Okay,
within the
continue.
process, I was injured and I got handcuffed. I had no assistant help from Mr. Gossman or no one else that was there for my well being because they all got sick.
Do you have any other questions, District Attorney?
Just one. So, Candy, when you got detained for the second time, was Ghostmon already detained with you?
Yes, he was.
Okay, he was.
He was actually detained while he was trying to come and assist me.
Okay, and was it explained to you why you were being detained when you were?
No, I just got handcuffed once I was ready.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Prosecutor?
Yes. For you and the other individuals
I
that was
can't
in the
hear him.
vehicle, did you?
Can you go on shout, please, Prosecutor?
Am I on shout now?
Can you hear him?
Can you hear him, Candy?
I can come closer.
Okay, yeah, he has to come a little closer because I can't hear him.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. For you and the other individuals that was in the car, did you have on mask?
I was not in the car.
Did you have on a mask when you crossed the street?
I did have on a mask while I was talking.
And you confirmed for me that Ghostmon had on a mask as well.
Godsman did not have on a mask.
No time during any within the time of you getting hit by the car or before that, he did not have it on mask, is what you're saying.
No, he did not have a mask.
But you did, correct?
I had a moose, a cow mask on his desk, but that does not mean that I was doing something wrong because it's a moose, it's a cow mask.
Okay, thank you.
Relevance.
No further questions.
Okay, District Attorney, any final questions?
No, I do have a objection though. What does Candy wearing a mask have anything to do with ghosts?
Denied. That objection was late. Denied. You should have did it whenever you first thought it. Miss Candy, you may leave the bench. Okay, is there any other evidence that needs to be presented to the court?
No, Your Honor, not from the prosecution.
Defense?
Hey, did you have that picture?
No, Your Honor.
Captain, do you have a TV so that we can show the video footage?
It's up front. It's up front, Judge.
Okay, can you play it for us?
Yes, ma'am. Oh shit! God damn! Hell is y'all doing on the wrong side of the fucking road? Yeah, y'all on the wrong side of the damn road. Wrong side of the fucking road.
No, y'all sitting up driving all fast.
We answering the call, and y'all on the wrong side of the fucking road.
You ain't got your sirens on. I don't want to hear no sirens.
Well, first, before I do this, do y'all have any closing arguments? Starting with the prosecutor.
I feel like the defense did not do anything to support their argument of ghost. So we are still recommending the $45,000 fine and 1 year jail time.
Okay, thank you, prosecutor. Defense.
Yeah. My closing statement is my client had there was no sirens. I don't understand how that's protocol. Never heard that a day in my life. No sirens being played. The officer ran into my client here, and I'm not seeing an alert. So I don't think Captain Jones here should have been there in the first place. And yeah, that's my closing statement.
Okay, thank
I'm able to
you.
get. I'm able to get my statement too as well.
You got you got
Um,
you got a lawyer, brother.
Yeah.
you got a lawyer. Your lawyer spoke for you. If you wanted to give a closing statement, you should have disclosed that with your lawyer.
Okay, can I recommend a recess to discuss something with my lawyer before we close out real quick? Just a little 2 minutes recess. Just me and him.
Go ahead. 2 minutes. Make it quick.
You can use the evidence that he did have a mask on. You can show that. You can present that to the court if they wanna, since they wanna do a recess. So when if he do a closing statement, then you say you want to do a counter closing statement, and then present a proof of using that mask.
I didn't know that there was a body cam footage of him because I would have introduced that into evidence and we could have played that. I would have
Yeah,
showed
I
that
tried.
because that was the
We tried to play it, but it
Okay,
won't
are
play.
y'all ready?
But yeah, you good.
because that was the purpose of the stop. So the other charge is legal.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So, based on what I've heard today in front of evidence that was presented, I clearly see I'm looking at the body cam footage now. For the record, it is not illegal for PD to be on their way to a call with their lights off. It's perfectly fine for them to do that. There's no law stating that they can't. Second, according to the footage, the vehicle was on the wrong side of the road, facing the wrong side of the road. And if that vehicle wasn't there, PD wouldn't have hit that vehicle. Therefore, wouldn't have hit Miss Candy and put her down. So, based on the evidence that the prosecution has provided proof required to establish that Mr. Ghostman is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Therefore, I find the defendant guilty of all charges, and he is to be remanded into custody to begin serving his time. And court for this case is adjourned, and
Glasses, y'all calling glasses a mask? Glasses a mask?
we will move forward to the next case.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and file an appeal on that.
May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
Glasses,
yes, you may.
mask.
How can I help you?
Can you come out of the seat for me, sir?
The
Mr.
alert.
Ghostman?
So exact. So how
glasses a mask? How the hell
alert?
y'all get glasses
so
a mask?
therefore, think of it like this.
It's a
So
biker
when an
suit.
alert comes, sir, do you want more time added or not? So we're going to begin with our opening statements. So, prosecutor, you may begin.
For Miss Candy, we will like to go with the $45,000 fine and 1 year jail time as well. In a previous case, which will set precedent for this case, Miss Candy did admit to having on a mask that was against the anti-mask law, which will also give us the knowledge that anything that happened when she was searched, anything that was on her person, is admissible in this court for both charges, the anti-mask law and the criminal possession of a firearm level 2.
Okay. Thank you, prosecutor. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here because I don't believe Handy really broke the anti-mask law. And I believe that without that, The police shouldn't have searched her, and because of that, this case should be thrown out.
All right, thank you, defense. Prosecutor, you may call your first witness or present your evidence.
I would like to submit into evidence. Uh, no, I would like to call my first witness, the arresting officer.
Okay, you don't need to be sworn in again. You can begin with your questions.
My first question is, can you explain to me the anti-mask law?
Yes, I can. The anti-mask law in the city states that um out in the city limits, outside of your home or your personal business, unless you're at a event that has went through the event team, which will contact police, you are not allowed to wear a mask in the city of Los Santos. It is against the law.
And can you explain? Can you confirm that the mask that Miss Candy had on was against regulation?
Yes. Her mask was a complete face cover up. I believe it was a black moose or a cow or some sort. It covered her whole face. It You couldn't see her face or identify her at all.
Thank you. Your Honor, I would like to submit into evidence the body cam footage of the arrest of Candy.
Okay, and you submitted it in the emails.
It's
It's
already
there in
there, but
discovery.
I'm bringing it to the court so it can be on record.
Okay, perfect. Let me take a look at it. Okay, I've reviewed the evidence. Is there anything else?
That's all, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. Defense, do you have any questions?
Not for the witness, no, Your Honor.
Okay, witness, you may leave the bench. Defense, do you have any witnesses or evidence you would like to present?
Yes, Your Honor. In our laws, it says for the anti-mask law, willfully wears a mask and refuses to remove it in a public institution or in hindrance of law enforcement duties. Now, based on the body cam footage that was previously submitted for the court, I didn't notice any uh, police officer request Miss Candy Cheeks to remove her mask at all. So I don't believe that she broke this mask law. I mean,
Okay.
that's all.
Okay, that's all?
Yep.
Okay, prosecution, can you follow up with your closing case? Your closing statement?
As stated earlier, the defense did state that she wore a mask that she knew was illegal in the city limits.
Objection. That wasn't stated. That was never
Rule.
stated.
She stated it in the previous case when
So
she was on the stand.
I would like to use precedence that that is an admission of guilt. And anything as far as the criminal possession of a firearm, that came as a residual effect of her being arrested for an anti-mask law. I feel like the defense did not present anything to me that would make me want to lessen the charge, so I'm still sticking that the state recommends $45,000 fine, and 1 year jail time.
Okay, thank you. Defense, your closing statement.
Yeah, my closing statement is again, I don't believe that my client broke the mask law whatsoever. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. I do have one question for the captain. Is this her first offense?
Is this her first offense? I will have to check. Can I check that?
Yes, please.
From the state, we did not know that this was her first offense. If it is her first offense, we do have a recommendation.
Okay, what's your recommendation?
We will go with a $45,000 fine and 1 month's jail time.
Okay.
This will be her first charge.
Her first charge?
Yes.
Okay. Um, okay, anything else from either side?
Matter of
No,
fact,
Your Honor.
I would do a $90 fine, no jail time. I mean,
$90?
$90,000. I'm sorry, $90,000 and no jail time.
Okay, what was her original fine?
45,000. 1 month jail time. The first one before we knew it was her first offense was 45,000 with 1 year jail time. But now we're recommending a $90,000 fine with no jail time.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I've heard both sides and based on the evidence presented, and with this being Miss Sheik's first offense, I'm going to agree with the prosecution and order her to pay that fine with no jail time. And because I do find her guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So court is adjourned for this case. And now we will proceed with the last case on the docket. Is give me 1 second.
He got an anti-mask law possession.
Can Mr. David Mack please come forward?
It's true. It's true.
Man,
I just need. I don't.
Yes, Your Honor. My client here is new to the city. He had no idea of this mask law. Uh, and because he is so new to the city, this is indeed his first charge.
Okay.
You're gonna have to stand
Thank
in
you.
for me. I gotta handle this.
Simple.
Prosecution, do you have any evidence or witnesses you would like to call?
The Oh, cause yeah, he was
Hey,
fighting.
Captain.
Yeah.
Can you please take the stand for me?
Sure will.
Okay, so I just have a couple questions. So, the reason all of this started was because y'all were on your way to a call and you ran into a car that was illegally parked on the wrong side of the road, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Was the license plate ever ran for that vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And who did it come back to?
Ivory Una.
Okay.
Unga, but she was processed and she pleaded guilty, so she already got, you know.
Okay. Okay. That's what I want to know because all of this started from that vehicle and I was curious to know who was the owner and what happened with that. All right, no further questions. Okay, so based on the evidence that was presented, I'm going to hmm, since since Mr. Mack is new to the city prosecutors, I'm actually just going to throw this case out, and he's not going to have to pay any fine or serve any jail time due to him being new to the city, and
Any
it's
service?
his first. Again, with him being new to the city and he has no priors. Also, this started with a vehicle that was illegally parked. And also, I do agree with him. I wasn't there. I know how emotions can get high sometimes, but they should have been at least offered to go and remove the mask instead of jumping straight to arresting them and searching them. So I'm just going to throw his case out, and he's free to go.
Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
Yes.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I do.
Okay. In Ghost Mom's case, I stated that I wasn't offered to them at all, and I I just want to know what the difference is between their case and this one.
But he's
Not
like I previously just stated, he's new to the city. This is his first offense.
all right.
Anything else?
Nope. Thank you.
Hmm. Okay, we can after this. You're welcome. Okay, court is now adjourned. Kilo, can you meet me in the chambers?